procrastination isn't about being lazy or having poor time management. There's much more to it than that, and it goes much, much deeper. Procrastination is a mystery to many people, but one thing everyone knows is that it keeps you from completing the most important and urgent of tasks. It's the cause of people failing out of school and performing poorly at work. It causes illness, increased stress, loss of jobs, and loss of opportunities. As leaders, recognizing and combating procrastination is key to our success and the success of our team. At the root of it is strong negative emotions, usually fear. Procrastination is an avoidance behavior. It's a coping mechanism gone bad. So why can you often buckle down at the 11th hour and power through and get to the end of the task? Well, because the fear of the consequence of not meeting your deadline just became greater than the fear of doing the task itself. So how can we be scared about a task that we've done before or should be able to do? Sometimes it's not the fear of the task, but a fear of how it makes us feel and a desire to avoid those emotions. Start by asking yourself or your team member how they feel about the project or task. Dig down. Try to get the true emotion to come to the surface. Often, the emotion is overwhelmed. Maybe you don't know where to start. Maybe the project is so huge and multifaceted that it's overwhelming. If that's the case, designing a clearer project plan and breaking things down into smaller, more manageable pieces is a great place to start. Make sure you make the first step a really small one, because often, once that first step is taken, the next ones become easier. There's a big difference between what somebody is capable of doing and what they're talented at. When we're operating in an area of talent, things come easily to us, and we enjoy doing them. We don't procrastinate them. An area of non-talent, on the other hand, is something that we might be capable of doing, but it requires more effort and more discipline to do it. So we procrastinate. As a leader, your team will perform better when they work primarily in the areas of their talents. So ask yourself if you can take the areas of non-talent away from one team member and give it to someone on the team who's talented in that area. In a previous company I worked at, I restructured the roles so that instead of the dividing line being how the clients were assigned, 2 people worked with each client. The creative and the writing tasks went to the team member that was talented in that area, and the data and the results analysis went to a different team member because they were talented there. The results were awesome. Not only were they both happier at work, but things got done faster, and the client, they were thrilled because they got an overall better product. So don't be afraid to think outside the box. Just because it's never been done before won't stop a true leader from exploring the opportunities and the unknown. The third most common reason for procrastination is interpersonal. Is there someone that you or your team need to work with in order to accomplish a task? Maybe there's an issue or a mismatch in that partnership. Or maybe your team member just prefers to work alone, and therefore working as part of a team is an area of non-talent for them. We procrastinate to avoid the way thinking about the project makes us feel. So whether it's fear or dread or incompetence or feeling overwhelmed, as a leader, start by addressing the emotions. Often, when we become conscious of our emotions, we're better equipped to manage them. That alone might be the key to breaking through the procrastination barrier. If not, can you identify and remove that barrier? Is there a portion of the project that you can delegate or delegate differently? Can you partner with the person to get started? Work through the first step together. Get that ball rolling, because it takes much less energy to keep a ball rolling than to start it in the first place. Sometimes, just speaking honestly about what's going on is all it takes to gather up the courage to face the emotions and move things forward. After all, most of what is going on isn't conscious. Making it so makes our logical brain able to take over and approach things from a rational perspective. And sometimes we need to play some games, some mind games with ourselves. Reward is a great way to combat whatever's causing you to procrastinate. So when you finish this, then you get that. Maybe it's a break to watch 5 minutes of YouTube videos. Or maybe you get to go get yourself your favorite coffee. Or once the project or task is done, you get to go home early. Procrastination's a reality, and as a leader, it's responsible for taking things off track. So it's worth the additional effort to combat it at the first sign, before deadlines are missed and projects fail. For more information on this, like, follow, subscribe to this channel. And if you're interested in really amping up your leadership game, there's a link below to our new course, Leadership Unlocked. Click on it, sign up for the waiting list, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.